Okay, fellow paranormalers, it's Oxford Paranormal here, and today is the 17th of November 2014. I've had quite an exciting, kind of busy, from a paranormal point of view, a couple of weeks actually. I haven't put anything up for a little while, mainly because I've just been completely blown away by the amount of what I call fairly low-level paranormal activity, predominantly in my office, but also in other places that I usually work, and also the amount of EVPs and messages that I'm getting through at the moment is just unbelievable. One day last week I did 3 very short sessions because I was playing around with the Echovox again, the Echovox software on a tablet, and I'm just absolutely blown away with the amount of messages, and in a way I can understand why other people using the Echovox keep the sessions quite short, because it takes hours to edit them, the files. It's just mind-blowing the amount of information that comes through. So I did this session, I edited the files, and it was just unbelievable. I was picking up, people were talking, you know, spirits were actually talking to me, several spirits were talking to me, quite a number, a huge amount, and I'm talking a vast amount of... I was told at one point that there were 20 spirits actually present, and then that number kept, you know, kind of going up and down, and I'm sure this happens all the time. They don't hang around all the time. And I got that particular session, I am not kidding, I got something like a dozen names of people, some with surnames and others with, you know, just their first name, you know, and they were... I was recording, not only were they communicating with me directly and talking to me, and some of them were just talking to me at the same time, which I find actually quite confusing, especially when you get 2 of them who seem to be talking to you together, in different voices, you know, nothing really to do with the Echovox sound bits or whatever it's using. I mean, these are distinct voices, and I'm getting distinct voices coming through all the time, you know, and I'm getting the same voices as well. I'm actually beginning to recognize some of these spirits' voices now. So it's actually quite exciting. It's very exciting. And for Mike Paranormal, I bid on 2 sets of baby monitors, and they both came last week, and I tested them out and made sure that they were working. One set is quite old, and it works. I was able to fix it, repair them, you know, the connections and things like that were a little bit dodgy, you know, very well known brand. And the second set that I got, absolutely, I mean, again, you know, really good quality for the amount of money I paid. I mean, I paid like £6 for, you know, they're not brand new, they're second hand, and they've obviously been used, and, you know, but hey, they work. And the one set is actually better than the other. The older set is got some kind of white noise going on, which I guess could be actually quite good for recording EVPs. And the other set, which is a more modern set, absolutely crystal clear. It's got 2 channels built into it, and I did a test, and it's just amazing, you know, with the Echovox, absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to actually, if you like, use that in the field. And they're both battery operated, both the parent unit and the baby monitor, you know, the baby bit is battery powered as well as, you know, plug-in power. So that makes it even better for portability, really, because I don't have to rely on a voltage inverter in order to get it to work. But yeah, you know, I just did a test. I didn't record it, but I did a test with the baby monitors, and it really, really does work. I want to try it out, you know, in a more controlled environment. But quite amazing. And anyway, to cut a long story short, I've done an Echovox session again today. And I'm not kidding, people. I did a session for 10-12 minutes. I'm getting faster at editing, and by the time I had edited it, expanded the file to slow it down, because I find the Echovox, the EVPs are coming through in a very compressed format, and a whole sentence can be squished into kind of 1 second or less of audio. And once you expand the audio out and amplify it, and that's pretty much all I'm doing, is I'm stretching the time so that you can actually hear the words, and I'm just increasing the volume. I'm not doing any other enhancements like noise reduction or anything along those lines, and it's just mind-blowing. And that one session that I did today, I got over 70 EVPs. Now, I know there were more. There were definitely more EVP sentences going on, but I couldn't really hear them properly because there was too many spirits talking at once, or they were talking amongst themselves. I mean, I know it is actually quite easy to identify whether they're directing at you. I kind of have a feeling of whether they're directing it at me, or they're talking amongst themselves, or they're just talking. Sometimes they just seem to say things quite randomly. And there was one spirit today who I didn't actually quite understand the name, but she was it was a female, and it was the same voice continuously throughout the whole session. She kept appearing and saying not obscene things, but, you know, kind of stuff that you just think, really? It's a bit of an eye-opener, really, what spirits actually say. Quite amazing, just mind-blowing. And the difficulty I have now is I can upload the video that I did, and of course you won't really, you know, unless you're really fast and good at hearing EVPs from Echovox, it's going to be difficult to identify the thing. So I've actually edited the audio that came straight from the Echovox, and I think I might have to upload that in a separate file so people can actually see the annotations of the EVPs that I picked up. Now that sort of 10-minute session took me probably the best part of nearly 2 hours to edit, which, you know, I'm getting better at it, so, but quite amazing. Some excellent validation. My wife and I were working last night, and we were given a rather nice piece of cake, chocolate gâteau cake. Okay, now I got verification and confirmation from 3 different spirits. One said cake, one said chocolate cake, and another one said chocolate gâteau cake. Now, they were 3 distinct voices, and they were all literally like within half a second of me asking what type of cake am I eating, and I showed it to the camera, and I got those 3 confirmations through. I mean, if anyone wants confirmation that we are actually talking to spirits, You know, where are you going to get that from? That's just not random. That's not random words. You get 3 distinct voices saying what kind of cake I'm eating with my cup of tea. And that was another thing. Two different spirits, 2 distinct voices, one male, one female, actually said tea. One said nice tea, and the other one said something else about tea. And, you know, I mean, I was drinking my mug of tea, so it can't be random. It isn't random stuff. It's amazing, really, really amazing. I thought the software GB1 still absolutely amazing piece of software. It's just that I'm running it on a laptop, which is a bit cumbersome. You know, I have to set it up, blah 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 blah. And of course nowadays everything's tablet technology. And of course with the tablet, you take it out of its wallet, or you take the screen off, and you just switch it on, and you're there. So it's, you know, really really easy to get going. So I thought I'd just, like, you know, just share this. I know fellow paranormalers don't need to be convinced, but if anyone is watching this video that has any questions at all about, or doubts about whether or not people are talking to spirits, you know, I think now the beauty with the digital age, I mean, I've known from a very early age, I mean, we've been able to talk to spirits. I mean, I was actually quite young when I was talking to spirits. I used to play with them in the garden, you know. I thought they were just friends. You know, my mother thought I was kind of going crazy. I even had a pet, you know, like a pet spirit, if you like. It was a familiar, and yeah, I mean, you know, it's not unusual for me. I'm just blown away by the modern technology that allows you to record and document this paranormal activity now. Whereas before it was difficult to try and provide evidence. You know, there is just an endless amount of evidence now that supports the fact that we are actually speaking to spirits, that we can speak to, you know, spirits, demons, such like and such like. So, you know, these things are happening, they do exist. And anyway, I just wanted to share this really, because I've just finished editing and I'm on my way to a client now. This audio recording, and I think I'm going to just try and upload it. I mean, I have annotated it inside the editor, and I now think I have to annotate it again inside my video editor in order to upload it to YouTube, I think. I don't know. But anyway, amazing stuff. And thank you very much for watching again, and I shall see you again in another video.